Guys, thank you very much for coming. We
Thank
have
you.
already started rolling and we are on air. Thank you, sister. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Nagma, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having us here.
It's been such a long time. It's been such a long time. We've known each other. And a lot of people don't know this, but you started your career. We started our careers almost at the same time in our lives. I know. Let's start off with that, and then we'll definitely dig into other things. I started my career in 2008 from the radio. You started from?
2009 from TV.
Oh, man. when you look back.
Right? I was only 16 back then. Like still in college.
I was
Grade 11.
18-ish, होइन 18-ish, तर 18, 19, तर त्यतिखेर things were different. Did you do the show?
All the shows, I think. I've done all the shows in Image. Like, if there was an absent VJ, I would fill in, you know? तर सुरुमा चाहिँ the live shows चाहिँ regularly. I did it. Music of your choice,
Music of your
SMS
choice.
and more.
मलाई थाहा थिएन क्या, so just filling you in on this, होइन जस्तै मैले चाहिँ जहिले पनि सोचेको थिएँ कि it was called Canterbury, that was the first call-in show, होइन?
Oh no, Music of your choices.
Oh, and
Yes.
Music of your choice रहेछ, and Supriya had sent me a message, I was saying, bro, music of your choice. And
Yes.
I was like, हो र भने होइन, अनि Supriya was like, हो 100% हो. सुशील मैले त माने उसको होइन, अब सुशील दाइ आउँदाखेरि सुशील दाइले चाहिँ इलाबोरेट गरेर एक्सप्लेन गर्नुभएको थियो कि हामीले चाहिँ के गरेका थियौँ त्यतिखेर कसरी सुरु भएको थियो भनेर. Man, that show अहिलेसम्म छ नि.
Aile-samma छ, yes. And guess who is doing it, Aile?
Who's doing it?
One of our winners from 2021, Raksha. Raksha is
Upriti.
VJing at the
Yeah.
moment.
पहिला म्युजिक अफ यर चोइसको नयाँ लाइनअप हेर त रक्षा उप्रेती.
Raksha Upriti.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Wow, music of your choice. No, कहिले सुरु भएको छ? मैले पोलेर खाएँ तर थाहा सुशील दाइले भनेको थियो टाइमलाइन चाहिँ मैले पोलेर खाएँ when it was started, but man, that's a long running
Way
show.
back before I joined as well, थाहा छ? मभन्दा अगाडि पनि कति महिमा दिहरू, सुप्रियाहरू, पल्लवी दिहरू हुँदाखेरि.
Oh yeah, Pallavi Didi did it too, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Pallavi Di, Mahima Di. Yep. And Vivek Dai forever, right? He still does it sometimes.
Oh, he was there from the beginning.
He was made a first ever show in Image was with Vivek Dai.
Wow.
And I was shit nervous, and then I didn't even move. My lips were only moving. That's it. Throughout the show.
What made you get into it? You were Miss College here or no?
No, after that, Matre. I always wanted to do Miss Nepal. My entire life when I grew up, होइन? Ani, I was a shy kid. I never spoke in assemblies. I never did any sort of extempore competition or anything. Malai चाहिँ, I just knew that I had to speak well in order to be a Miss Nepal, होइन? And represent the country.
Yeah.
So that's why the interest चाहिँ बढ्यो त्यसमा. अनि कलेजमा हुँदाखेरि पनि I jumped into doing a speech contest. And त्यसकै बेलामा चाहिँ ठ्याक्क VJ hunt भइरहेको थियो. And my friend actually wanted to go audition, and she was like, Sathi, I do भनेर म गएको हो कि. And then I ended up giving audition as well because यतिकै आउन त गर भनेर भन्यो अनि hello, namaste, this and that भनेर गरेँ all the नाटक होइन. त्यसपछि the next thing I know is I got selected and my friend didn't.
Oh no.
That sucks.
I know. She hated me होला त्यतिखेर. She did actually. But त्यसपछि कुरा भयो उसँग. But regardless, that's how it started, the whole TV journey. And I did for 6 years, Sanjay, 6 years television.
Are you still friends with your friend who didn't make it?
I'm not in touch with her anymore. But then we were cool actually. High school मा हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ. So
Wow, man. No,
Yeah.
you never know. थाहा नै हुन्न नि होइन where it's gonna
thank
lead.
you to her.
What's her name? You want to give her a shout out?
Sure. Her name is Kusum, and I think she's still in Nepal. So just wishing you the best, Kusum.
Thank you very much, Kusham, for
Thanks, Kusum.
taking me over to the TV station. पहिला कस्तो हुन्थ्यो थाहा छ? पहिला VJ Hunt and त्यसपछि के अरे RJ Hunt
yes.
होइन? I'm the RJ Hunt guy, man.
Hey, really? You also participated in this competition, right?
हाम्रोमा चाहिँ म जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ कम्पिटिसन चाहिँ थिएन. के थियो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ पत्रिकामा होइन कल सेन्टरको कुरा भएको थियो नि होइन पत्रिकामा चाहिँ के थियो भन्दाखेरि म कल सेन्टरमा काम गर्थेँ नि होइन बिहान 3 बजे बिहान भने 2-3 बजीतिर उठाएको थिएँ म त्यो दिन अनि पत्रिकामा चाहिँ त्यो म पहिलादेखि पत्रिका चाहिँ खुब पढ्ने बानी के मेरो अनि पत्रिका यसरी पठाइदिएर बेलामा चाहिँ अनि त्यसपछि डु यु वान्ट टु बी अ आर्चे भनेर चाहिँ आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर के त्यो आई विश आई कुड सेयर देयर इज अ पपअप खाले के हुन्छ नि पपअप इन द सेन्स चाहिँ पपी कलर्स के रातो हरियो त्यो हुन्छ नि निलो खाले के सो वेन युर फ्लिपिङ पेजेस यो आई डाइरेक्टली गोज इन द्याट त्यो हाफ पेज हाफ होइन 1/4 एड थियो कि हुन्छ नि डु यु वान्ट टु बी अ आरजे ला 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 एट द बेस्ट रेडियो स्टेसन इन टाउन हुन्छ नि I was like sure
Yes.
why not and then I applied and then that's how I got into
That's
it.
how you read as well. Regular people would read, do you like to be an RJ?
Yeah, do you want to be an RJ?
I don't know, man. That's how I ended up, but I'm really thankful because
Yeah.
आज बिहान सोचिरहेको थिएँ कि मैले तिमीहरू आउने भन्ने अस्ति नै भइसकेको थियो होइन विथ फिक्स द डेट अनि आज बिहान चाहिँ म सोचिरहेको थिएँ कि आई वाज जस्ट लाइक हुन्छ नि इभन यु स्टार्टेड ब्याक इन 2008 2009 होइन अनि इभन इन द मर्निङ वेन आई वाज डुइङ माई रेडियो सो आई स्टिल डु द रेडियो सो इन द मर्निङ होइन अनि सोचिरहेको थिएँ कति लामो भएछ त मैले चाहिँ रेडियोमा चाहिँ रेडियो अथवा माइक्रोफोनमा गरेको भन्दाखेरि मैले सोचेँ कि अनि कल सेन्टर डेजमा पनि त्यो त माइक्रोफोनै हुन्थ्यो कि युज टु पुट अन अ हेडफोन and then you were used to talk to people, okay? And I was just thinking, man, I've been doing this shit for so long. And then it hit me really hard, okay? When you do one thing constantly for a long time, you excel on it, from time. And then I was like, oh yeah, you missed college. You've been doing beauty pageants for such a long time.
I have.
It makes total sense for you to go ahead and get a beauty pageant in the country. Because you've been a part of it for such a long time. 2010?
From 8 actually. My first competition was in 2008, College Ambassador Bunny. I was in the top 3, didn't win the competition. 2009 I was Miss College. This was 2012 I did Miss Nepal. And then I've done altogether 7 competitions. So I just love pageants. I grew up from pageants. I give all my credit to pageants. So like, besides that, obviously, halka fulka school ko college ko knowledge hola. The majority is the experiences and the trainings that I got from pageants.
Explain it to everybody in a very layman's term. How does a beauty pageant work? Especially now in 2022 when people are seeing beauty pageants in a different way. How does it actually work, Nagma?
A simple way ma भन्नु पर्दाखेरि it is a competition. I prefer saying it as a competition. जहाँ चाहिँ धेरै phases-हरु हुन्छ. It's not just about final day ma question and answer round, walking in a beautiful gown and finish. There are so many things that happens before that as well, which gets kind of hidden, हैन? अनि त्यसमा trainings-हरु हुन्छ. पहिला when I was a kid, I was a shy kid. I never spoke, but beauty pageant my gaira ma public speaker who bhanera chai euta confidence built bhayo because I still remember it was in 2008 ko pageant and then one of the trainer lai chai hamle sodeko sir we tremble when we go on the stage, what should we do and he just said audience are bag haina bhalo haina khandaina timarhai, just do it. That's what he said and that's still in my head aile samma pani ke. So literally there are so many trainings in beauty pageants or competitions like that. Personality development, public speaking ko barema, how to sit, how to talk, dining etiquettes haru. It's so important. College school ma ke pani sike thiena मैले त्यस्तो कुराहरु. How to present yourself, and these qualities say it's not just for the competition or the international competition, but these qualities stay with you throughout. अनि अहिले पनि I'm not a contestant anymore. I'm organizing a competition right now, so I'm somewhat like an entrepreneur. अनि त्यो skills हरु अहिले पनि मैले use गरिरहेको छु. So I think that is what beauty pageant or better a beauty contest is. We get a lot of trainings from being a shy girl. Kaile nabolne, I am the national director of Miss Universe Nepal now. Who would have thought? अहिले स्कुलको मेरो साथीहरूले मलाई हेर्यो भने they'd be surprised अनि oh my god, is that the same Nagma भनेर भन्छ होला. So many things has changed and I'm so grateful for all the experiences.
Yeah, good. Glad. I'm happy, Nagma. I'm happy. हुन्छ नि त्यो एउटा एउटा moment. Please go ahead.
I just want to add also the experience in TV, working as a VJ really helped as well. Because competitions like Miss Universe Nepal or Miss Nepal अथवा Miss College मैले के गरे त्यसमा पनि speaking was so important के अनि जहिले पनि हाम्रो चाहिँ talent show हुन्थ्यो हैन. Talent show मा चाहिँ जहिले पनि म मेरो talent मा speech गर्थे के तर उता चाहिँ स्पिच नगर डान्स गर सिङ्गिङ गर भनेर भन्थ्यो कि तर आई वुड अलवेज चुज स्पिच आई रिमेम्बर इभन मिस नेपालमा हुँदाखेरि पनि मैले स्पिच नै दिएको थिएँ अनि द्याट वाज नट कन्सिडर्ड अ ट्यालेन्ट के तर अहिले चाहिँ वाट आई वान से इज इमेजबाट पनि आई फ्रम द भिजिङ करियर एज वेल आई लर्न अ लट अफ थिङ्स अनि त्यहाँको जति पनि हाम्रो सिनियर भिजियर हुनुहुन्छ आई वुड लाइक टु टेक द नेम्स एज वेल पल्लवी दिहरू दे रियली सपोर्टेड मी होइन दे हेल्प मी हाउ टु ग्रुम हाउ टु टक भन्ने कुरामा चाहिँ सो स्पिच अथवा बोल्नु चाहिँ कस्तो इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ भनेर चाहिँ आई स्टिल से अहिलेको हाम्रो कन्टेस्टेन्ट्सलाई पनि जतिसुकै ट्यालेन्ट भए तापनि इभन इफ यु डान्स वेल इफ यु कुक वेल बट इफ यु क्यान नट सेल वाट यु डु देन द्याट्स जस्ट लिमिटेड टु सर्टेन ग्रुप मात्र भनेर भन्छु कि सो स्पिच बोल्ने एन्ड अल चाहिँ आई गिभ क्रेडिट टु माई भिजे करियर
एक्स के अरे बोल्नेको के पनि बिग्छ अरे तिमीलाई थाहा छ नि होइन यो कुरा त्यहाँ मुसु मुसु हाँस्दैछ भित्र बसेर
बोल्नेको चामल पनि बिग्छ समथिङ
होइन बोल्नेको मैले पनि बोलेर खाएँ यो एक्स गो फर इट
पिठो पिठो
पिठो पिठो होइन
त्यो पनि गुगल गरेको
त्यो पनि गुगल गरेको बोल्नेको पिठो पनि बिग्छ नबोल्नेको
चामल पनि बिग्दैन यस
यो यही कन्टेक्स्टमा हुन्छ नि नगमा आइम ह्याप्पी फर यु सिरियसली
Thank you. It's the feeling is mutual, Sanjay. I've seen you grow as well, and I'm so happy for you as well. You're doing amazing.
Thank you very much.
I love this studio, the whole office.
Thank you very much. Every time somebody comes, होइन कोही नयाँ गेस्ट आउँदाखेरि होइन म ओसिनले भनेको कुरा जहिले पनि याद गर्छु कि होइन ओसिनले कस्तो ओसिन सेट सच अ इन्ट्रेस्टिङ थिङ के हुन्छ नि होइन सम डे पिपल क्यान गो ब्याक एन्ड वाच इट होइन त अछु राइट तिमी स्टुडियो भनेपछि मलाई याद आयो कि ओसिनले भनेको कुरा होइन नो यो किन सुजिता वाइ आई एम सेयिङ दिस बिकज we've been through our ups and downs in life.
Still going through it.
It's gonna continue and it's not gonna end at all. And so up and down bhayo ni maja aउँदैन के. Of course we'll talk about the ups and downs in our lives. Sujiता, thank you very much for coming and again हुन्छ नि हामीले on air off air conversation गर्दाखेरि पनि I'm fascinated by so many different things that I've heard, that we've talked, not just in Nepal, in the US as well. And you left Nepal at a very young age, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then you did stay with your grandparents as well, right? Could you tell everybody a little bit about that?
Yeah, so actually, I was born US May. I was born and raised US May, and my mom was a single mother. She was working a job, and she was kind of working very hard to make a living. So I lived with my grandparents. And my grandparents are in Nepal mein basnu huntyo त्यति बेलामा. And so I came to Nepal with them, and I lived here for 1 year. Lower KG यही नेपालमै पढेँ मैले. अनि त्यसपछि we all migrated back to the US. And then from then on, I've always lived in the US. And yeah, I've been there all my life. Nepalma चाहिँ I would just come here for summer breaks and holidays हरूको लागि, but never really spent too much time Nepalma, you know, throughout my childhood. Yeah.
What's the thing that you remember from your childhood?
From Nepal?
Yeah.
It's such a specific and vivid memory, but I just remember being in our house. So my grandparents had a house, Chamsikilma, and we had a big front yard, and not a lot of people had like big front yards. It was like very small, you know. And I remember all the kids from the neighborhood would always come to our yard, and we would all play together, agadi, you know. And we had not just us as kids, but all the dogs would also come and play in the yard. Yeah, so I just felt like every time I think about my childhood, I close my eyes. I always think about the fun memories of being in that front yard, spending time, the whole day, the whole night, just being outdoors, you know, which is something that was very missing from my life in the US, because we're always like inside, we're always on our phones or our laptops and, you know, all of that. And here, I'm just like, wow, life was just so grounded, you know, like physically grounded. So I remember that a lot.
Yeah, that's really nice. And that takes me back to my childhood memories, you know, from all the things that you just said. Yeah, things were slow and easy when we were young. Don't you think so?
Very easy, very simple, but very genuine, you know. And now it's like everyone wants to do so much, and that puts a lot of pressure on young kids too, you know?
Yeah.
Everything was so simple, so fun, so genuine. The whole family was involved in everything, you know? And now it's hard to even find time to talk to your mom. Yeah, it's sad.
How is mom though? How is mom?
Mom is good. She's good. She's doing great. Very excited and happy that I'm fulfilling my dreams and living
Yeah.
it out. I'm here in Nepal. She always wanted me to find an opportunity to come to Nepal, see, where we come from, live there, experience the culture, and I'm getting to do that, and I love it. She loves it too.
That's great. How does she feel that you're Miss Universe now? How does she feel that you're part? You did this, you made it happen, and what does she say now? After going through it, like not just once but twice.
I think it was my dream to be Miss Universe Nepal, to represent Nepal, but more than me, I think it was my mom's dream. And, she never projected it on me. It was something that naturally came to me, but as I made this my dream, she also made it her dream, and my mom never gave up on the dream. Yeah? So for me to come second time around Miss Universe Nepal, of course, I wanted to come Bitra, but I also second-guessed it a lot of times. And I was like, oh, I already went last year. I already got first runner-up. I can move on, do other things. I had those thoughts in my head. But it was my mom that literally told me these exact words. She was like, you don't want to regret something that you've always wanted to do, so go for it. And she pushed me to come back. So, I think she's so incredibly happy, so proud. And for her, it's an accomplishment too. It's a win, So she's living the winning life as much as I am. Yeah.
That's really nice. That's really, really nice.
Yeah.
How is living in the US as a young kid, Susan? Being an immigrant?
So...
Well, you exactly are not, but, coming from an immigrant family.
So... I can't compare it saying like Nepal ma it's like this and US ma so cha bhanera, because I never really grew up in Nepal, but US ma चाहिँ as a young kid that comes from an immigrant family, Asian American family, त्यो पनि I grew up in a predominantly African American community, so US ma I think everyone is already aware that racism is very prevalent across the country. US is a melting pot of different cultures, and there's no thing as like, oh, this is American banera again. And so because of that, there's already so much conflict around identity crisis. And me growing up in US in a Nepali family in a predominantly African American community, I struggled. I struggled a lot because first of all, I was trying to be American enough, like American enough, not have an accent, घरमा आएपछि obviously we're eating dal bhat, we're living a very Nepali life घरमा, and we talk about very Nepali things, but when I go to school, it's a completely different space. Kids that are the same age as me are given more freedom in certain things. Their family allows them to go out with their friends. They are allowed to go to malls. They're allowed to, drink and, smoke and all of that. And me coming from a Nepali family, things were a bit conservative, and especially as a daughter, my family didn't allow me to go out all the time. I wasn't allowed to date. So these are all things that, made me question my identity, because as a kid, you're trying to find yourself. And when you're trying to find yourself and you're living in this two dramatically different cultures and trying to find a balance, it's even hard, So I found it very difficult to find my identity, and I think this went on until my teenage years. And then it came back again, so when I was around 17, 18, I thought I found myself, because I was like, now I know how to balance my two cultures. I know how to like deal with being Nepali and also being American. But I went to college, and I went to a predominantly white college, a very wealthy college. So coming from a very poor neighborhood, predominantly African American neighborhood, and all of a sudden going to this like very prestigious university where the population is, again, so different from what I'm used to. It's predominantly rich white people that come from wealth and that come from a class that, like, conversations they're having, I've never even heard, People in my community have never heard. So my family's never heard. And so, again, I went through another identity crisis where it was like, oh, my gosh, like, I want to be successful. And when we think of success, we think of these people, you know, the people that are in these universities. But then a part of me was also questioning, like, why should I lose my authentic self just because I'm trying to chase success, you know? So again, I went through this, like, another phase of, like, trying to find myself, identity crisis. And then I found myself again 4 years later. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be who I am. You know, people accept me for who I am. I just need to be confident. I need to be smart. I need to be intelligent. And I think I'll fit in wherever. I found myself. Then again, Miss Universe Nepal ma आए हैन. Miss Universe Nepal ma आइसकेपछि this was the first time we were allowed to, as NRNs, we're allowed to participate in a pageant in Nepal. I've always wanted to be part of a Miss Nepal, हैन, but never had that opportunity because NRNs were not allowed. Miss Universe Nepal ma आइसकेपछि I felt very liberated in a way. I was like, wow, like I can actually go for my dreams भनेर हैन. I participated.
Who told you about Miss Universe Nepal?
So I heard about it through, obviously there was a lot of marketing happening in the first year, and of course, like through various individuals, I heard about it too. And Nagma also, I've been following her during her pageant journey. She came to the US to promote the pageant as well when she was judging one of the events there. And so I found out through that as well. But it was such a dream. It was like a door that was opening for me, and you know, without thinking twice, I went for it. But then again, identity crisis ka ayo bhanदाखेरि, now I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm not Nepali enough. Are people gonna accept me? Like being a Miss Nepal is like you're representing your country, you know, not just Nepal ma, but baira. And there was a part of me that was like, am I going to be criticized for not ever having lived in Nepal, for not being Nepali enough? I know how to speak Nepali, but do I know the lingos, the slang, the, you know, like, do I know the things that people who've grown up in Nepal know? I started questioning myself. But then, you know, now that I think about it, being Nepali is not just knowing or living in Nepal. It's really feeling it from Bitra, you know, like having that pride that like I'm Nepali. And for all my life, US ma, people know me as that one Nepali girl. Yeah, Nepali people in my neighborhood that I grew up in the college that I went to was not common. There weren't a lot. And so I've always represented myself, US ma, always as that Nepali girl. Yeah. And I was like, why should I shy away from coming to Nepal and actually going for a title that allows me to take this on a bigger scale? So then now I'm like, you know, again, finding myself. So it's like multiple layers of like identity crisis that has built me to be who I am as well. And I think that's really important to go through those phases because, like you said earlier, एउटै ट्र्याकमा गइरह्यो भने like you lose yourself sometimes, you know, you start questioning like who am I really भनेर. And when things challenge you, when society challenges you, it really helps you like add that another tweak that makes you very unique, you know. And yeah, like I'm thankful for my life.
No, that's good. And at least that's good that you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You're still trying to figure it out, and trust me, sister, I will spend the rest of my life trying to figure myself out.
Yes, that's the journey of life. Like, what's the point of living if you've figured it all out, I know?
Yeah. And I think anybody who says that he or she has figured life out, I doubt that. Because you never will be able to figure it out because you don't know once you open the next door what's in store for you.
Exactly.
You have nobody has any clue what's going to happen. Like, who would have thought that she's going to go for removing her, what do you call it? Tonsils, and then, you know, you don't know what's going to happen, you know? And you don't know that tomorrow you're going to go ahead and scratch a card and you're going to get $1 billion. You never know.
Exactly, you never know. But that's the fun of life, right? Like, that's the fun part of life. Like, I want to wake up and be surprised every day. I don't want to be comfortable. This will actually get
good surprise, hopefully. Good surprise, hopefully. Nagma, let's tell everybody the journey of Miss Universe Nepal. How did it happen? What went through your mind? Honest truth. What really happened?
It was back in 2012, Philippines, Miss Earth, backstage of Miss Earth.
Backstage.
So Miss Earth ma, I reached top 8 सम्म पुगेपछि चाहिँ I was eliminated. So eliminated भएपछि I went backstage. And backstage जाने बित्तिकै my team manager, who is a Filipino lady, she came to me and she hugged me. And she was like, Nepal, oh my God, you did so good. You should have been in the top 4. You should have won this and that. I was like, I was still happy that I was just in top 8 pani ke त्यतिखेर चाहिँ हैन. There was like 84, 85 countries. Ani, the next thing that she told me changed my life. So the second sentence was, she was like, you know what? It's okay. You didn't make it to the top 4, but you should go for Miss Universe. That's what she told me. And then I just innocently replied back to her saying, but there's no Miss Universe in Nepal. Until backstage, the idea of Miss Universe was instigated in my head. And I came back to Nepal.
Why didn't we have Miss Universe at that time?
त्यतिखेर चाहिँ बुझेको अनुसार चाहिँ people used to say it's very expensive and Nepal is a poor country, we cannot afford it भन्ने चाहिँ एकदमै सुन्थे. Because after that idea was in my head, I would talk to people हैन, गरौँ न existing organizationsहरुसँग कुरा गर्थे मैले. I really want to represent my country, our country. Please help me in the process भनेर कति गर्थे मैले. So you know what? Nobody supported me that time. Ani मैले आफैले नै ल I'll send emails to them. I'll make phone call. I'll call them भनेर त्यतिखेरदेखि. So literally I think 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 4 years continued emails and everything. During those 4 years, I did 2 other international competitions with hopes to get connected to Miss Universe. So my goal was Miss Universe. So I did a competition.
You wanted to go to Miss Universe. You
wanted
to represent
I so
Nepal.
wanted to. Because हाम्रै छिमेकी देशमा Miss Universe पहिला सुष्मिता सेन, लारा दत्ता कति हुन्छ नि. So I was really म बच्चा बेलादेखि नै at the age of 7 I decided to do Miss Nepal because I wanted to represent internationally. अनि त्यतिखेर Miss Universe हेर्थेँ के मैले हैन, लारा दत्ता, सुष्मिता सेन and all. So I was really inspired. So I always wanted to do competition, international competition. Miss Universe भनेर थिएन. I was like, any competition but international जानु नै छ मलाई. So the only way was Miss Nepal back then. So Miss Universe ko चाहिँ अनि 2016 मा I got an opportunity to go to the US to judge a competition again, हैन. So त्यतिखेर चाहिँ competition judge Atlanta मा थिए. Atlanta बाट I was supposed to get back to Nepal, but I went to Dallas, you know, Dallas peeps. Everyone was like, come on board. Sumit Dai? Sumit Sigdal Dai. उहाँले नै जम let's go Dallas भनेर हामी whole gang थियो के. And I was like, oh, I'll just go भनेर गएँ.
Did you get in Dallas?
That was my first visit in the US. He was there. अनि अरू श्रीजा दिदीहरू everyone. Then we went there. त्यहाँ हुँदा चाहिँ मैले श्रीजा दिदीलाई चाहिँ दी मलाई कस्तो Miss Universe गर्ने इच्छा छ. I've been calling them so much. कति इमेल पठाइसकेँ तर केही छैन नेपालबाट केही सपोर्ट पाएको छैन. I really want to do it भनेर यतिकै कुरामा निस्क्यो Miss Universe. अनि मैले चाहिँ अनि दिदीले चाहिँ call them right now. She gave me her phone के. Are you sure? Yeah, okay. But nervous के म फेरि. And this I called Miss Universe हैन, ठ्याक्क गुगलमा नम्बर हेरेर कल गर्यो. And call गरेपछि for the first time in 4 years they picked up my phone. And I was like, hello, I'm Nagma from Nepal. I want to talk about the franchise for Miss Universe. That was it. And they were like, hi, Nagma. Sure. So next week, Friday, at New York. That's what they said. And I put the phone. This was I was supposed to get back to Nepal, but then I flew myself to New York. Ani afai एक्लै थिएँ, अलि savings थियो. So सबै used up. And I went to New York. New York मा गइसकेपछि चाहिँ I still remember it was a Friday afternoon, a sunny day, and I was in the middle of Manhattan, Avenue of Americas. There was this tall building of Miss Universe, and I looked up and I smiled. I was just so happy to be there. And then I went up, and this त्यतिखेर चाहिँ was the president and the national director co-coordinatorsहरू हुनुहुन्थ्यो. And I sat down and I again said the same thing. I'm Nagma from Nepal and I really want to take the franchise for Nepal. That's what I said. And this is कुरा गर्यो. They were like, ल ठिक छ सबै भनेर कुरा भयो. And then meeting ko अन्त्यमा चाहिँ मैले I also want to represent my country. I want to be the first one to represent भनेर भने मैले pets. And this उहाँहरूले चाहिँ you cannot be a representative and a franchise holder the same year. And that was the end of my meeting. So after that, I stayed in New York for 2 more days. Then I came back to Nepal. Nepal आएपछि चाहिँ I was ready to open my own company, Sanjay. I was ready to open my own company, nominate myself, and go for Miss Universe. But then to attain a license of Miss Universe was not that easy as well. Young girl, I was only 24 back then, who had very limited experience in just VJing and a few pageants. It would not have been possible for me to, attain the license. Although the eagerness and the hunger was still there. So I decided to पहिला त्यो कोट हुन्थ्यो नि सञ्जय unity in diversity टाइपको सो आई वाज लाइक त्यही सम्झेँ मैले आई वाज लाइक सानै छ हाम्रो देश पनि अब एउटै संस्थासँगै आबद्ध भएर गरौँ भनेर सो त्यतिखेर हिडन ट्रेजरसँग मैले कुरा गरेँ अनि त्यसपछि आई जस्ट टोल्ड देम I'm in touch with Miss Universe. Go, people. I'm going to help you in the process, but you have to nominate me as the first one. So I basically self-nominated myself. 2016देखि लामो कुरा गर्दा गर्दै 2017 मा बल्ल it formalized, हैन? अनि त्यसपछि 17 मा for the first time a Nepali represented at Miss Universe. So that was the whole journey of Miss Universe, how it came. So हुन्छ नि कतिजनाले चाहिँ मलाई नो भन्यो नेपाल इज अ पोर कन्ट्री भन्यो बट आई अलवेज से एभ्रिथिङ इज पोसिबल होइन एभ्रिथिङ इज पोसिबल इन लाइफ अल्दो मिस युनिभर्स यस इट इज वान अफ द मोस्ट एक्सपेन्सिभ फ्रेन्चाइज लाइसेन्स बट it's still possible. There are still ways to get it done. So that happened. And I still remember you announcing my name as the first Miss Universe. I know.
Yeah, I remember that.
You've been a part of my journey. Ekdam important kuraharuma ke phases-haruma. So done, and then we represented at Miss Universe. So त्यसपछि चाहिँ
How did that go?
That was amazing. I loved it. यति लामो सपना 5 वर्षपछि बल्ल I could go there. I didn't make it to top 16. I didn't win anything there. खासै त्यहाँ subtitle पनि हुने होइन. It was only from all the 90 plus contestants, it was top 16, होइन? Top 16 मा पुगेन म. But I was still so happy that Nepal was there. Steve Harvey was our host, and I still remember him shaking my hand and saying, Nepal, I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. That's what he told me. That was my accomplishment. Sano accomplishment pani ama khushi hunchu. I was happy that Nepal was there. Nepal ko thanda was Miss Universe ko stage ma. And I was more than that, I was happy that aba dekhi chai ma jastai jasरी 5 वर्षमा कुर्न पर्यो Miss Universe को लागि अब nobody has to wait for it. So त्यसमा चाहिँ म एकदमै खुशी थिएँ. तर त्यस पश्चात पनि सञ्जय 17 मा गरे 18 and 19, I went to the US to explore what is in store for me in the US. I did multiple things. But regardless, paisa pani kamairaheko thiएँ, राम्रो पनि थियो, everything. But regardless, my heart was still in Nepal. I was still looking at how Miss Universe was doing, because त्यत्रो मेहनत गरेर ल्याएको हो नि जे भए पनि. But I was not happy with how it was being conducted in Nepal. And I knew I had so much more to give. I knew that I could change so many things. So in 2020, finally, Ali Atira Lanta, I think I will do it. So 2020, I officially was granted the license for Miss Universe. And so February 2020, I came back to Nepal from the US to do Miss Universe. And 2020 देखि चाहिँ became the national director. Plan ma कहिले पनि थिएन मेरो national director बन्ने भनेर. I just wanted to represent Nepal at Miss Universe. That was it. But then मैले के कुरा सिकेँ भनेपछि whole experience मा मेरो 10-year, 15-year long experience as a beauty queen, हैन? As a beauty queen, as a participant, I always had opportunity, chances to express my opinions, and people would listen to me as well. But implementation हुँदैन थियो. But I knew that I had to take up space and be in a leadership position to take decisions and also implement it. That is why I had to take up this space of being a Miss Universe Nepal national director so that I could do things my way, in a better way. So that's how it all started. The 2020, was
COVID.
a year of COVID and pandemic and everything. So again, there was a pause. But regardless, I knew that nothing was impossible. I'm never afraid, Sanjay. There's always challenges, like you've been mentioning. There's always roadblocks or bumps along the way. But then everything is possible. Even the COVID, we didn't stop. That was my first year. I had many plans. I wanted to do big ass event, but then COVID really put a full stop to everything. So there was Miss Universe. My way to go to Miss Universe Nepal 2020 गर्नुको लागि straight थियो होला. But then I had to take a lot of twists and turns in order to make that happen. So digitally गरियौं, and it's been 2 years that we've been doing it, and this is our 3rd year. And national director hunuma pani हुन्छ नि, like I said, I had no plans to be a national director, but here I am as a national director conducting a Miss Universe competition with my team in Nepal, and I'm so happy that I'm doing it. I feel so satisfied and accomplished at the same time, but still accomplishment ko journey चाहिँ it's still fulfill हुँदैछ र हुन बाँकी पनि छ यसमा चाहिँ. And अस्ति भर्खरै Miss Universe को मिटिङमा जाँदाखेरि पनि they were like, you know what, Nagma, you are the youngest national director we have. No one is more. When I became a national director, I was only 28 years old. Now I'm 30 years old. And age really doesn't define. I've been giving my best to present your brand in the best way possible. And I want you to come and see what we've been doing, Manada. So this year, there's high possibility they'll be here in Nepal.
Who are coming?
So right now the target is the president and the हाम्रो चाहिँ national director को coordinator हुनुहुन्छ. त्यसको अलावा पनि अरू कोही छ भने will make an announcement soon. I've been getting so many messages अहिले योलाई लिएर आऊ भनेर. But I would love for them to see our country as well.
Anybody from India coming?
India? Who?
I don't know. Former Miss Universe.
Former. Let's see. I'm not going to make any announcements right now. If they are coming, there'll be an announcement for sure.
Tell everybody how tough it was, होइन? सँगसँगै चाहिँ national director भनेको के हो त Miss Universe को लागि?
So national director, it's a leadership position in the company. So national director ko job say is to communicate with the Miss Universe organization to make sure the national competition is conducted in the best way possible. Our main job is to select a representative from Nepal for Miss Universe. So this might say there is a lot of things that happens, and being a participant and organizing a competition is completely different. So I'm still learning. I am facing challenges. I am embracing all the experiences that has happened so far that is yet to happen. So there's a lot of roles that I have to take on as a national director. It's not just the 3 things that I stated, but since this is a fairly young organization, अझ पनि हामी the foundation build गर्नेमै लागि परेका छौं. So a lot of things. I'm a busy woman.
Okay, let me start from point number 1. Business खोल्नु कतिको गाह्रो हुँदो रहेछ नगमा? Tell everybody how hard it is to establish a business.
खोल्न is not hard. To establish and make it running is hard. For me, Miss Universe Nepal, I think everybody knows the story. There has been a lot of ups and downs since the beginning of Miss Universe Nepal. There has been people who came in, who said who would support me, who bailed out on me. It's been a roller coaster. And as a woman, I really don't like this part as a woman, but as a woman, I've faced a lot of things like sponsorship ko lagi कुरा गर्न जाँदाखेरि पनि there has been a lot of dominance हुन्छ नि, a young girl हुन्छ नि doing all of this भन्ने कुरामा, people hitting on me, asking me out, a lot of things, but regardless of that, I'm a tough woman. Nothing can stop me, and it's been 2 years still running strong, and it'll go a long way. That's what I can say. But business in Nepal, I mean, easy to open, difficult to sustain, but with a clear plan, it is possible. That's what I would say.
I want everybody to understand के कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ धेरैजनालाई मैले बिजनेस किन भने भनेर म सबैजनालाई एक्सप्लेन गर्छु कि होइन कतिजनाले सोचिरहनु भएको होला कि यो बाहिरबाट पैसा आयो अनि बाहिरको पैसाबाट गऱ्यो भनेर पनि कसैले सोचे होला होइन आइएम स्योर देयर इज वान लिसनर हु मस्ट बी थिङ्किङ द्याट त्यसरी भयो होला भनेर होइन सबैजनालाई बुझाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ स्पोन्सरसिप भनेको यो इभेन्ट गर्नको लागि त पैसा त यहीँबाट आउनु पर्यो होइन र त्यो माथि तिमीले फ्रेन्चाइजको कुरा पनि गर्यो नि होइन हाउ डज द्याट वर्क
हाम्रोमा चाहिँ we obviously have to pay the franchise fee to Miss Universe for attaining the license for license to conduct a Miss Universe Nepal competition. त्यो एउटा छँदैछ त्यसबाहेक चाहिँ it's we partner with different brands to sustain ourselves in Nepal. So sponsorship चाहिँ त्यसमा आउँछ अनि people also has this misunderstanding about a thing called sponsorship. I would like to clarify this. Nothing is for free. Even if we collaborate and everything, nothing is for free because we are still spending our energy and our time to promote you guys. And sponsorship ko kurama pani like local brands haruसँगै नै हामी tie up भएर चाहिँ गर्छौं competition चाहिँ. Anything else?
No.
You know everything about sponsorship, how it works and everything.
No, I want the one listener who has no idea what a beauty pageant is or how it's run or how it works and to understand. That's the whole point of the
I was asked
podcast.
this question अस्ति भर्खरै त्यो recently तपाईहरु त business हैन business भनेर she was so rude to me. I was like it's a competition, yes. Well, a business as well, yes. अनि तपाईले यो के रे FIFA World Cup UFC हरुको बारेमा सुन्नु भएको छ कि छैन? It's similar. तर के थियो competition हो यो चाहिँ? हैन so what would you tell that? Do you say FIFA World Cup business भनेर? It's a World Cup, man. Miss Universe Nepal is Miss Universe Nepal. अब अरु चाहिँ you guys need to be smart enough to
figure it out. थाहा छ साँच्ची अस्ति मैले एउटा क्लिप देखिरहेको थिएँ कि एक्स होइन जुन क्लिपमा चाहिँ उसको थियो कि युएफसीको थियो होइन अनि म स्पोन्सर्सहरू देखेर एकछिन छक्क परेको थिएँ भने पहिला चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्थ्यो भने नि सुस्ता होइन सुस्तालाई पनि एक्सप्लेन गरौँ न यो कुरा होइन पहिला कस्तो हुन्थ्यो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ गाडीको ब्रान्ड हुन्थ्यो होइन अनि त्यसपछि के अरे ड्रिङ्क कम्पनीको ब्रान्ड हुन्थ्यो होइन मैले नेपालको कुरा गरेँ होइन मैले इन्टरनेसनली कुरा गरेँ त्यो डब्लुडब्लुईहरू हेर्दाखेरि कि होइन अहिले त त्यो के अरे एप कम्पनीहरूको ब्रान्ड हुँदो रहेछ कि इन्टरनेसनली चाहिँ सम एप कम्पनी ट्राइङ टु गो एन्ड प्रमोट देयर एप एन्ड देन आई वाज लाइक देयर वाज अ बिग एस ब्यानर of an app company on like one of the biggest platforms in the world. Okay, then I was like, I'm not going to tell everybody which app it was, and I don't want to give free promotion right here, but you know what I mean, dude? Like, times have changed when you think about it. 2008, 2009 was completely different than 2022. It's like a different, completely different
like you
place.
saw the advertisement Patrikama, it's different. The format and everything, VJ Hunt and RG Hunt. Doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist anymore. But you know what? I kind of want to go back in time and kind of want to do things like just the clothes are coming back. Yeah, I saw Justin Bieber wearing he's unwell right now, you know, but I saw Justin Bieber wearing baggy pants. Okay, पहिला baggy pants were like in scene in like 1998, 1999, 2000.
Oh my god,
yeah.
My cousin every time orange baggy pant also.
Orange. And now when you think about it, we went to skinny pants and then now we're going back to like baggy pants.
I think 80s trend is coming out,
yeah, 80s, 90s.
Love it.
Yeah.
80s ma ke launthyo?
Colorful theoru belly pants haru sabai 80s ko to
crop tops.
Yeah. Ani
I'm kind of losing you guys. The
only
thing that I remember is
guys are wearing high-waisted pants now.
Yeah. I remember what my dad used to wear. Interesting times too. But anyways, I'm sure a lot of things are gonna come back. Let's come back to Miss Universe Nepal. Challenges, the amount of challenges that you face, are, I know personally, enormous. And मलाई थाहा छ त्यो मलाई त थाहा छ हैन there are enormous challenges when we're at a restaurant and just you being there and just looking at you and you need anything you let me know भनेको moment पनि मलाई याद छ like just त्यो त्यो कुनै काम गर्नु अगाडि कहिलेकाहीँ त्यो मिलिरहेको हुँदैन भने नि होइन त्यो अमाउन्ट अफ स्ट्रेस त्यो मेन मान्छेलाई नै थाहा हुन्छ कि त्यो कति स्ट्रेस छ भनेर होइन स्ट्रेस मेन्टेन कसरी गर्ने ल लेट्स एक्सप्लेन एभ्रीबडी हाउ टु मेन्टेन स्ट्रेस
I practice breathing exercises. Stress is there every day in my life. केही न केही कुरा जहिले पनि बिग्रिरहेकै हुन्छ every day in work life होइन so stressको लागि चाहिँ I just take a deep breath and you just gotta embrace everything के म चाहिँ पहिला I used to get so के भन्ने startled or anxious हुन्थेँ केही नमिलेपछि होइन अनि someone told me like you gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace everything. And this word embrace has worked like miracles, I just say, bring it on. It's okay. It's a part of life. And stress ko lagi say breathing nahi ho mere lagi personally say. But besides that, say you gotta embrace everything that happens in your life. And the planning money kuras, I want to bring it back again. So when you plan everything properly, especially business ma or after personal life ma pani, business ma say if you are clear about what you want to do, then it'll happen accordingly. Especially surprises or pani ali kam huna jancha. So that's pretty important. So
plan.
Yeah, plan. I think that's important. Stress alikati reduce गर्नलाई चाहिँ किनभने surprisesहरू आउने बित्तिकै त anxious हुने हो नि मान्छेहरू हैन anxious पछि stressed out. So if you have planned well, then it's always easier, I think. तर अहिले सोच्दै गर्दाखेरि I'm just thinking about my work while I'm answering this as well. Stress is peeping in.
To all the people who said you cannot do it, you're not going to be able to do it. सक्दै सक्दैन तिमीले कहाँ हुन्छ यस्तो हैन
Many has told me.
सबैजनालाई जसले चाहिँ भने नि तिमीलाई हैन right from the get-go, not just from Miss Universe Nepal. What did you like to go ahead and say to all the people who said that it's impossible, Nagma? Don't do it.
I don't want to say anything. I'm a person who believes in action speaks louder than words. Now they're seeing it, and I want them to be the judge of their own life. So I still know one person. I can't name her, but I pronounce her. But she comes to my show. She watches my show, and I'm sure she's thinking like, "Oh, I once said that to her, Banera." So yeah, I wouldn't go back and say anything to them. I just want my actions to show everybody. And this happens so many times as well. Not only this whole scenario, but then while doing the competition as well. Oh my God, the competition say it's a public competition. This thing, so everything is so transparent, and people have so many judgments. Okay, and I always tell them, I don't tell them anything. I just show them. अनि जतिले पनि मलाई एकदमै नराम्रो भन्नुभएछ after doing Miss Universe पनि they came back and they apologized and they said, can I be a part of your team as well? So I always believe in showing people and then just saying it. So that's about it.
I understand. यस्तो हो कि कति थोक थाहा भइसकेपछि हैन बुझ्छु भन्नुपर्ने रहेछ कि
I still remember your part, Sanjay. I want to mention this.
Yeah, go for it.
पहिला एकचोटि भर्खर स्टार्ट गराएको टाइममा सञ्जय पनि लाइक फुल अन द सञ्जय फेजमा थियो के अरे हैन अनि त्यतिखेर I still remember Sanjay saying this one thing जुन चाहिँ म अहिलेसम्म पनि हुन्छ नि I still remember it है अनि अहिलेसम्म पनि I implement in my life. नगमा तिमी सबैको बारेमा राम्रो भन. That's what you told me. And I always do that. You know, sometimes there are, you don't like some certain people, this and that, but you always say good things. If not, then just nod your head or whatever. So that thing, say, I'm really grateful to you for sharing that tip.
हामी कहाँ पो जाँदै थियौँ कि त्यो दिन होइन मलाई गाडीमा हो कि केमा हायसमा हो कि केमा थियौँ कि हामी
I
होइन
don't, yeah.
मलाई अलिअलि याद छ हायसमा हो कि केमा थियो हामीले कुन चाहिँ पो एउटा सफ्ट ड्रिङ्कको लागि चाहिँ इभेन्टसँगै गराएको थियौँ कि त्यस्तै के थियो
Yeah.
एक जमानाको कुरा हो त्यो
I think I remember soft drink भनेर चाहिँ.
सफ्ट ड्रिङ्कको थियो हामीले एउटा गरेको थियौँ होइन वाइ प्रमोट द सुगर वाटर होइन हामीले जमानामा
Why
गरेको
do
थियौँ There's always a cost
Indeed.
होइन यसमा
Nothing's for
चाहिँ
free.
यसमा चाहिँ कस्तो रहेछ भने नि होइन त्यो आई फ्रम भेरी यङ एज होइन मलाई नेगेटिभिटीले चाहिँ नखाओस् भन्ने छ कि मलाई चाहिँ ट्रस्ट मी मार्क माई वर्ड्स आई हेभ अ लट अफ थिङ्स इन माई माइन्ड अल द टाइम होइन अनि एन्ड वेयर आई एम कमिङ फ्रम होइन from the things that I've seen, not just in media, but before that, from my upbringing as well. Negativity भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ यस्तो रहेछ कि त्यसले खाँदो रहेछ कि नेगेटिभिटीले चाहिँ कसरी खान्छ भने त्यो भित्रबाट खान्छ कि हुन्छ नि होइन खाइरहन्छ कि हुन्छ नि होइन त्यो कुरालाई सप्रेस गर्ने हो कि त्यो कुरालाई चाहिँ आफूलाई खाना दिने हो you have to figure that out. If it takes over, you're going to be a completely different human being. So just ignore it.
Yeah.
Just leave it. Think of the good side of people. Okay? मान्छे जन्मिँदाखेरि मान्छे म यसलाई चाहिँ नराम्रो गर्छु भनेर जन्मिन्छ जस्तो मलाई लाग्दैन कि होइन मलाई मान्छे जन्मिँदाखेरि मान्छे राम्रै हुन्छ भन्ने राम्रै गर्छु भनेर जन्मिन्छ होला त्यो मान्छेको सर्कमस्टान्सेसले गर्दा त्यो मान्छे फक्टअप हुन्छ होला कि अनि त्यस्तो मान्छेहरूलाई पनि हुन्छ नि आई जस्ट डोन्ट वान्ट बी एसोसिएटेड विथ द्याट काइन्ड अफ पर्सन or that kind of people, or even if I am, I'll just look at the good side of those people, and I've constantly been doing that, and most probably, I had mentioned that back in the day.
That was such an amazing advice. We were just starting.
We're just starting off.
We didn't even know how to deal with all of this criticisms and everything, media go, this and that. So that was such an amazing advice for me.
And I look at people and I see people having thick skins now, people who have started, who I started the career with, and having thick skin anymore. So अरे बाफ्रे यो मान्छेले कति थोक झेल्नु परेको होला जिन्दगीमा हुन्छ नि होइन टु हेभ द्याट थिक स्किन भनेर के एन्ड आई सी द थिक स्किन इन यु नाउ एन्ड द स्किन इज जस्ट गेटिङ थिकर एन्ड
thicker and thicker. It's hard sometimes. You can't maintain that thickness, Reza.
You gotta peel off a layer.
Yeah, it's challenging.
It's definitely challenging. Sujita, tell everybody how was your journey in Miss Nepal Universe, the first one that you did, and also the second one that you were a part of, where you excelled on it.
Well, first of all, I just want to say after hearing Nagmadi's story, it's really inspirational what she has done, not just because she brought Miss Universe Nepal, Nepalma, but it's actually the first pageant that I'm seeing Nepalma that's actually grooming girls to be prepared for the international stage, yeah? Because every pageant is so different, and for Miss Universe Nepal to exist, I feel like she's the organization, let's not just say her, but the organization is so focused on that one goal that the goal is so clear, and every step of the preparation is for that goal. Yeah, so there's no distraction, and so I really admire her for that because I think that was very missing in the pageant scene in Nepalma. And also through this pageant, there's a lot of more recognition and awareness of pageantry bhaneko ke ho bhanera haina. And I think bistare the respect for pageantry, the awareness of pageantry pani badhirahach cha Nepalma. And so it's really admirable for her to do this at such a young age, haina. So my journey, I think it was, of course, a dream come true. That there was a lot of ups and downs मेरो journeyमा पनि. The first year that Miss Universe Nepal happened, I was very hesitant to participate. But, the struggle for me was my age. Although Miss Universe Nepal, my age limit is 28, at that time, I was already on the verge of being 27. And so for me, it was like, oh my gosh, if I don't go for this now, and let's say I don't win this year, I'm only literally going to have one more chance. But that is what made me kind of push myself to go the first year, and I prepared really hard because, it was, for 10 years, I've been in the pageant scene USMA. I participated in many pageants USMA, but I think USMA, whenever you would introduce yourself, I would introduce myself as a Nepali American Nepali bhanera kya, and that was my unique thing. It's like America is a melting pot and I'm Nepali American bhanera bhanthe kya. And so I just wanted a platform where I could just say I'm Nepali and just go represent our country. And so I really pushed myself really hard with the short amount of preparation time that I had for Miss Universe Nepal first year. I was like, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to give up because Ispali, if there is a chance that I don't make it, at least I'll have one more chance. So the first year, I'm not going to lie, I came in with guns blazing. Like, I thought I was going to win. I was so prepared. And the competition was tough the first year. I don't know if you followed along, but very tough competition. It was the first time Miss Universe Nepal was happening. And I was intimidated with the competition. We had like celebrities and girls that had been in the scene for years, girls that had already had so much recognition and following Nepalma. And so for me coming, as an not even as an NRN, I was like, okay, there's a good chance they're not going to accept me or want me. But, I didn't let that stop me. I pushed forward, and I knew I had prepared really hard, everything, like physically, mentally, intellectually, emotionally. I was preparing for everything. And so first year, when I was standing on the stage and they announced the winner's name, I made it to first runner-up somehow. After the top 5, I was like, okay, I got this. I'm going to win. I had it in my head. I was like, this is my year, and I'm going to take this crown. And my name wasn't called. And I completely was so crushed, I mean, although, I told you earlier, although I came in saying, like, you're jitana bani, I have one more try, no one thinks, like, first, like, top 2 sama pugisakepachi ta, you think you're going to win, And so when I didn't win, I was completely destroyed. Like, I was like, what was lacking in me, Like, I did everything that I could have, I was so sad and I was kind of depressed for a little bit, and then I went back to America because I had to go back to work again and go back to my normal life. And even when I was working, I was like, okay, well, this is what was meant to be. Now let me take advantage of the fact that I'm first runner-up and see if I can do stuff with this. But, it's really hard living abroad, US ma, and trying to come back to Nepal because I don't have any family here. And so my entire life is there. And in order for me to come here, I need some sort of income to sustain my life. And that income was something that I was getting US manta. And for me to make that rash decision and say, I'm going to quit my job and just go to Nepal and see what happens, it was very difficult for me because there was no sense of like security here. Like, not the guards, no family, no nothing. So there's no support. I don't know a lot of people, and I don't have money. So after that, I was just like, let me just go back to my normal life. But I'm just gonna be in America. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna, I'm doing well in my career. But next thing is getting a promotion, and I'm just gonna continue with, what my life has for me. I thought that was what it was, and then, like I told you, my mom really pushed me. That second year, she really was like, why are you giving up on something that you wanted so much? Like, you never know. Like, ispali pan jitena bhane, it's fine, but at least you tried. And so, like, I came back the second year, and the second year, I'm going to be honest, like, I really didn't think that I was going to win again, because I was just like, this is the second time, and it's a familiar face, and like, why would people want to like support me again? There's so many new faces, so much other competition. But I never gave up. I pushed. Despite the negative comments, the negative messages, the things that were said to me, I know there was a lot of support, a lot of positivity, but at the same time, there was a lot of negativity as well. And I know for the organization as well, there was a lot of negativity of like, why is she coming back like again? All of that, I know. And despite all of that, I was just like, you know what? Focus on you, girl. Like, you wanted this. This was your dream. Go for it, Banira. And I pushed to the end. And now I'm just like, wow, like, did I really do it? Banira, thinking back, I'm like, wow, like, I was in the top 2 again. And you know what happened, Sanjay? Like, top 2, I was standing in the same side of the first year, and I was like, I'm not gonna win.
I remember I saw.
I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna win again. And I was crying before my name was called because I was like, I'm not winning again. I had already made up that mind, and then the universe lit up and I won, and I was like, it was such a miracle. Such a
No, you stood out actually. That you said you
Nagma.
you said you thought you weren't gonna win, Manira.
Yeah.
But from what we saw, you were there to win.
Yeah.
Even when we would ask, put questions like, what would you tell your fans, why should you be the Miss Universe Nepal भन्ने क्वेसनमा पनि I should be your Miss Universe Nepal भनेर सबैले स्टार्ट गरेको थियो होला, but you were the only one to say I am your Miss Universe Nepal, that's why this is भनेर. So little things really matters, and I think you were there to win.
X, try to go ahead and find Miss Universe Nepal final Miss Universe Nepal final moments.
Miss
मलाई
2021
2021 गएर है मलाई एउटा चाहिँ आज बेचारा शिविरलाई मैले कति दुःख दिएको थिएँ होइन. आई वाज वाचिङ इट एट होम अनि लाइट पुगेन शिविर वाज अन द फोन विथ मी के लाइट पुगेन टिभीमा लाइट पुगिरहेको छैन घरमा बसिरहेको थिएँ त्यो यस्तो हुँदो रहेछ क्या नगमा. कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भने पहिला सुरु त आफूले चिनेको मान्छेले गरिरहेको कार्यक्रम दोस्रो त्यो हुने बित्तिकै आफ्नो कार्यक्रम जस्तो हुन्छ कि त्यो द्याट्स हाउ आई सी इट. I'll tell you why. It's just hold it, X, just hold this, Subeksha did a fantastic job. मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भने whenever, like there's so many of my friends in the field now, you know. I feel blessed and lucky that I have so many friends. Majority of them are great friends, होइन. अनि कसैले गर्दा त्यो मेरो कार्यक्रम जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई. तिमी यहाँ भएर मात्र मैले भनेको होइन है, म यो भन्दा पनि भन्दिनँ थियो होला होइन. त्यो कस्तो हुन्छ भने कसैले केही गर्न खोजिरहेछ भने त्यो मेरो हो जस्तो लाग्छ, त्यो मेरो कार्यक्रम हो जस्तो लाग्छ. अनि मेबी आई कुड हेल्प आउट इन सम वे. मलाई त्यो मोनिटरी त्यो मतलबै हुन्न कि किनभने once you reach त्यो stage in your life where it really doesn't matter, you know, you just want to help out your friends.
Definitely.
Of course, there have been many moments in my life where I haven't helped out my friends, you know, and I don't know. त्यो maybe I was young, maybe I was naive, हुन्छ नि होइन. त्यो हुन्छ नि त्यो त्यस्तोले नै सिकाउँछ होला कि हुन्छ नि. एज ओल्डर यु गेट, उमेर ढल्किँदै गइसकेपछि अझ साथीहरूलाई चाहिँ मैले के दिन सक्छु त. प्रब्लली त्यतिखेर मसँग त्यो दिमागी क्षमता पनि थिएन होला होइन कि मैले त्यो व्यक्तिलाई मद्दत गर्न सकु भनेर कसैलाई होइन. अब त्यो उमेर बढ्दै गइसकेपछि अरे यार मैले के दिन सक्छु भने बेसीमा बेसी सबसे धेरै दिन सक्ने कुरा भनेको आफ्नो समय रहेछ कि. एन्ड if I can give my time and that's going to benefit my friends, why not? You know, and that is something that I'm learning every day. Okay? हुन्छ नि त्यो समय नै रहेछ के हुन्छ नि. And
that's a great attitude to have.
And I try to follow 99.9% of the things that I say. I miss out on the 0.1. Play it. She does a great job.
There you go. She's crying.
Yeah. Where did you do it this time around?
That was in Yakineti.
Yakineti, होइन. यसपालि कहाँ छ?
यसपालि डिसाइड गरिसके छैन. In Kathmandu नै. She won so many subtitles.
How many of them? 1, 2.
2 subtitles, होइन?
2 subtitles.
There were only 4, 5.
Nice.
Look at us.
I could not stop crying. I was like, oh my God, stop crying. There's pictures.
I have to give hats off to the guys behind stage, the sound guys, the light guys, and
everyone, the entire team is so amazing. I love them.
यो कतिजनालाई थाहा हुँदैन कि यो कुरा होइन, तर यस्तो गाह्रो हुन्छ होइन. मैले मिस युनिभर्सको मात्र कुरा गरेको होइन एक हिसाबले त्यो स्टेज साउन्ड लाइट त्यो कोरियोग्राफी त्यो सबै त्यो म्यानेज गर्ने एमसीको काम हुन्छ नि त्यो त आफूलाई नै थाहा छ हुन्छ नि. त्यो इच एन्ड एभ्री माइनर डिटेल्स अफ डुइङ अ इभेन्ट अफ द्याट स्केल एन्ड देन टिभी लाइभ त्यो माथि होइन त्यो कोअर्डिनेसन मिलाउनेदेखि लिएर त्यो एउटा कुरा पनि बिग्रियो भने त्यो कति थोक बिग्रिँदै जान्छ कि. त्यो डोमिनो इफेक्ट जस्तो हुन्छ कि एक थोक मिस आउट भइदियो भने त्यो डोमिनो इफेक्ट भएर चाहिँ बिग्रिँदै जान्छ कि. त्यो ब्याक एन्डको आई विश हुन्छ नि somebody did a documentary of the how it's done भनेर कि त्यो ब्याक एन्डको के. किनभने त्यो एङ्जाइटी सबैलाई हुन्छ कि. मलाई पनि हुन्छ एङ्जाइटी होइन. त्यो पाल्पिटेसन्स मलाई पनि हुन्छ नि. इभेन्ट एमसी गर्न जानु अगाडि झन् यो स्केलको इभेन्टहरू एमसी गर्दाखेरि त हुँदो रहेछ कि एज अ अर्गनाइजर यु हेभ your own
I'm always running around backstage.
things going on
Crazy.
and then
Yeah.
I always say the event of this magnitude is always about the stars who are there okay?
Definitely.
I know
Hats
the
off to all of
stars
them.
who are standing there who are competing they are the real stars you know we just play
From people who
our
makes the
part.
stage to the lights to the backstage coordinators, the people who carries the tray on stage, the people who are in the ke bhancha, MCR, TV ko crew, everyone. It's a teamwork. It's a teamwork.
It is, and the women who are standing there competing. Oh man, I give it up. I give it up to them because
Hats off, of
I've
course.
seen it with my own eyes for so many years. I know being
Yeah.
a part of it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I wish maybe we should do a documentary, right? Why am I telling other people to do it? Right? Maybe we should go ahead and do it with the.
I'm
with
taking
the
your
Miss
The
idea.
idea.
Go for it, man. Remember we were talking about people stealing our ideas.
Copyright, Sanjay.
यस्तो रहेछ यसमा चाहिँ I'm going to be very honest with you, right? This is a long time ago, होइन? मैले के रियलाइज गरेँ भने विदेश गएपछि हो कि मैले यो याद गरेको कुरा चाहिँ होइन कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भन्दाखेरि विदेशमा चाहिँ मान्छेहरू यसरी राउन्ड टेबलमा बसेको छ भने होइन आइडिया निस्किन्छ नि होइन ए हुन्छ हुन्छ तिमी गरे हुन्छ 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 त्यो कसैले आइडिया निकाले पनि तिमी गरे हुन्छ होइन गर ठिक छ होइन क्रेडिट देऊ गर भन्ने चाहिँ हुँदो रहेछ कि हाम्रोमा चाहिँ क्रेडिट गोली मारो होइन त्यो गरिसके हुन्छ अनि थाहा हुन्छ क्या हामीलाई हुन्छ नि ए गरेछ यार भनेर के
मैले दिएको आइडिया
होइन मेरो लागि त गर यार जे छ यहाँबाट कुनै आइडिया निस्किएको छ भने प्लिज फिल फ्री म्यान प्लिज फिल फ्री गो फर इट एन्जोय इट बिकज एट द एन्ड अफ द डे इट्स गन प्रस्पर द ब्युटिफुल प्लेस द्याट वी हेभ आई वुडन्ट माइन्ड पुटिङ रोल फ्रम दिस ड्युड आई वान्ट टु प्रमोट वाट प्रेरणा गिभ मी लाइक अ लट हुन्छ नि सी गिभ मी
Saffron, no?
she gave me a little bit of kesar होइन अनि it turns into like a
Orange?
different yeah
Every
Oh,
kesar
kesar
turns
turns
into orange, Sanjay. Oh my god.
I had no idea
दुधमा राख्छ नि orange हुन्छ नि
खाएकै थिएन त थाहा नै थिएन होइन
दुधको माथि।
साँच्ची मलाई धरोधर मलाई खाएकै थिएन थाहा नै थिएन होइन अनि त्यसपछि she gave it to me
I'm
and-
gonna ask them from Pranadi.
and look at this it turned orange होइन
Yeah, yellowish.
So what's the benefit?
it smells so nice
Yeah.
we've done this right find out the benefits of kesar though
Here's one.
it smells so nice होइन
Just one, and it's so potent.
All right, let's dig deeper into this. है त केसर कहाँ पाउँछ भनेर एकपल्ट pull that up, dude. केसर
what
कहाँ
is
पाउँछ
the
भनेर
benefit?
antioxidant,
Wait, what?
mood,
PMS
symptoms, aphrodisiac.
Try
होइन there's so many things. I think we did this अस्ति. होइन find out where we find केसर कहाँ पाउँदो रहेछ हेर त. तिमीहरूकोमा हुन्छ नि होइन you guys have such good music man Miss Universe Nepalमा and you guys have such good के अरे graphics as well. Who does that for you guys?
We have a Nepalko team as well, but I have some team outside of Nepal as well.
नेपाल बाहिर पनि छ अलिकति फ्लावर्स हाल्न न फ्लावर्स के तिमीहरूको मिल्छ
Saffron
त्यस्तो
राख्दिउँ,
स्याफ्रन
saffron
राख्दियो भने
राख्दिउँ।
स्याफ्रन राख्दियो
And it turns orange.
Orange, yellow orange.
It comes red and then orange.
Don't be surprised if you see that this year.
इरान ग्रिस मोरक्को एन्ड इन्डिया हो त कश्मीरमा पाउँछ नि हो त्यो एउटा त्यो उनै हेरेको थिएँ मैले होइन हो
Greece. That's really random.
कश्मीर हेरेको थिएँ मैले ग्रिस त थाहा थिएन मलाई हो जस्ट गो टु कश्मीरी स्याफ्रन गर त हो मैले आई वाच समथिङ लाइक यस्तो महँगो हुन्छ इट्स लाइक गोल्ड म्यान so
Yeah.
expensive. There you go. See, go to images and show everybody the picture of it. Go to images, buddy.
प्राइस हेर्ने कि पहिला
Price पनि
Nice
हेरौँ.
one.
Oh, so it grows like a flower को बीचमा.
Then it's like त्यो एक-एकवटा गर्दै निकाल्नुपर्छ कि त्यसैले एकदम महँगो छ
Wow.
कति पर्दो रहेछ यो हेर त किलोको के हुन्छ अब यसको ग्राम स्राम हुन्छ होला नि होइन
Reshma saffron.
दिदीको पनि looks really like Kashmir guy.
So she grows it here.
त्यो चाहिँ सन्जुले थाहा हुन्छ.
100% no I'm sure she doesn't dude just
छैन रहेछ
zoom out and then go up what is the cost of there people also ask भन्नेमा छ नि होइन त्यो हेर त के रहेछ what
What?
Oh
that's
my
crazy
God.
I see होला त्यो पनि I see होला
2.5 lakh.
per kg भने त धेरै नै हो
त्यो इन्डियाको प्राइस हो त्यो होइन अन्त इट्स टु एक्सपेन्सिभ एनिवेज इट्स एक्सपेन्सिभ थिङ्स आर एक्सपेन्सिभ इट डेफिनेटली पुट
but you get a lot as well for that price
Puts
1 kg of saffron is so light
saffron in यसपालिको graphics
On the stage, put it on the stage actually.
कहाँ स्टेजमा राख्ने oh my god graphicsमा चाहिँ ठिक हुन्छ
No confetti saffron this year.
Yeah, right. 2.5 only.
It's raining saffron in here.
yeah
Imagination.
And
yellow.
Imagination for sure, but I know I liked it. I liked the graphics. I liked the music. I liked things that you guys.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. How does it work? How is it different than the others that we have here?
To start off with, हाम्रो criterias haru different छ. It's one of the most inclusive competitions existing in Nepal and in Southeast Asia as well. We don't have height or weight criteria. The only criteria that we have is the age, which is from 18 to 28, which is the widest range so far. Besides that, trans women are allowed to compete in Miss Universe Nepal.
Nice. Nice. I like that. From this year onwards?
From 2020 itself, from the beginning.
We had a participant, 2020 man.
Angel Lama.
Nice.
When I took this, Sanjay, I had a reason to take this because I wanted to change a lot of things. I always used to say revolutionizing pageantry in Nepal, and that's how I kickstarted, how we kickstarted. And NRNs are allowed to compete in our competition. So Sujita is more Nepali than any other Nepali. She's always been so proud of being a Nepali, born and brought up in the US. Tarapani, kasto, she loves Nepal. And I love the fact that she came to participate, she represented us. And she was not the only NRN who competed. First year, I think there were 6. Second year, there were 5 NRNs. And this year also, there are qualifiers who are NRNs. So I just wanted to open this platform for anybody who identifies as a Nepali woman. For transgender women as well, there are so many challenges in their life.
Of course.
Ani Miss Universe, let's say 2012, they allowed trans women inclusion Miss Universe competition. Okay. That's also one other reason why I like Miss Universe more than any other existing competitions, because they're so inclusive in trans inclusion, body type, everything. So trans inclusion ma pani 2020 हामीले start गर्ने बित्तिकै नै we announced trans inclusion भनेर. As soon as we announced transgender women are allowed to compete for Miss Universe, I got calls from Philippines, from Indonesia as well, and they were like, "Oh my God, Nagma, what did you do?" I'm like, "What happened?" So you announced trans inclusion in Nepal. Now people are messaging us. हाम्रोमा किन गरेन भनेर.
You mean to say Miss Universe
Philippines हैन Miss Universe मेनमा गरिसक्यो तर country wise हुन्छ नि
आफ्नो choices हुन्छ
हैन हाम्रो देशमा चाहिँ we are more progressive in terms of transgender को rights हरु अझ पनि कति धेरै कुराहरु भइसकेको छैन, but still हाम्रोमा gender marker मा F M र O राख्न मिल्छ. O राख्न मिल्ने भनेको transgender को चाहिँ एउटा acknowledgement or recognition छ भनेर. So because of that particular rule पनि मलाई चाहिँ it was easy for me to implement this rule in Miss Universe Nepal as well. तर Philippines मा छैन. Transgender को के पनि छैन, न त India मा छ न त Indonesia मा छ. So that's why they were like हुन्छ नि हामीलाई पनि कस्तो pressure आइसक्यो because हाम्रो देशमा पनि गर्न पर्छ भनेर चाहिँ they actually messaged me, called me as well.
Are they going to implement it? Are they going to at least push for
because
it?
the government ले support गरेको छैन नि त. हाम्रो देशमा पनि O सम्म राख्न मिलेको छ. I want to see that day when transgender women can put a F and transgender men can put a M in their gender marker, not O, हैन. यसमा चाहिँ अब it calls for a bigger conversation, obviously. But then because of that particular rule, it was easier for us to implement. This year itself, हाम्रो 2 जना qualifiers छ transgender women from Butwal. And
दुवैजना बुटवलबाट हुनुहुन्छ.
दुवैजना बुटवलबाट amazing people. We had an opportunity to meet both of them because we've been doing workshops different parts of Nepal. So बुटवलको workshopमा चाहिँ उहाँहरु आउनु भएको थियो. They were a bit nervous, but they were so sure that they wanted to go for it. And we just said, we just gave a little push, and then
Yeah.
they applied, and they are qualifiers now.
Beautiful, and hats off to you. Hats off to you for doing that. Seriously,
Thank you.
seriously, hats off to you. For
And
doing
thank you to everyone who is supporting us in this, especially Blue Diamond Society, but amazing people. So they are like our allies right now. So
Great, fantastic, and connect me with them, and I'd be
Sure.
happy to invite them to the podcast.
oh, that'd be
Yeah,
amazing,
that'd be
Sanjay.
amazing.
Seriously,
Thank
we'd
you.
love to, right, X? We'd love to
Thank you.
invite friends at the podcast as well. Please do connect
Thank
us.
you so much.
And
First year मा
we'd be
हामीले
happy.
sorry to interrupt. First
No.
year मा हामीले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ Angel Lama was our first ever transgender participant in Miss Universe Nepal, national level ko competition, my first ever. So Angel ko news was covered by majority of the international news portals. Hola. There's one person that I want to mention, Gina Rosero. She's from US, but she's a Filipina.
Okay.
So she was our ambassador the first year. Ani, she has been so amazing, like supportive सुरुदेखि नै. अहिले पनि I texted her अस्ति भर्खरै, hey Gina, there are 2 qualifiers already. And I'm like, Nagma, that's great. I'm going to talk to GLAD and I'm going to put their news there. Let me know if I need to talk to them. भनेर. She's already established model there, a producer, an advocate. But she's so humble, okay? And that's what I like about transgender people or all of LGBTQIA plus community. So this is just my small effort. मेरो तर्फबाट गर्न सक्ने मैले गर्दैछु, but अझ पनि there are many things that is still yet to be policy level मै improvement आउनुपर्ने छ, तर this is the beginning, and I can't wait for that day when a transgender woman will represent us at Miss Universe.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And we will be right here supporting you
Thank
wholeheartedly.
you. Thank you.
Tell everybody about the workshop that you guys have been doing. Workshop कता कता गरेछ, के plan छ र कहिलेसम्म गर्ने plan छ?
Yeah. So we kicked off the workshop 3 weeks ago, and the plan was to hit every province Nepal bari. So far we have traveled to, we started off Kathmandu's universities aruma. The workshop, so before we go into where we went, the workshops are pretty much a way for us to provide leadership training, and we don't teach leadership. We want our participants to figure out their own type of leadership. So what we do is we provide our insights on what has helped us become a good leader. So we talk about topics like communication, listening, stage presence, even like your styling and your confidence, your
Okay.
presence, which is also important when you walk into a room. You want to be seen and you want to be listened to. So why all that combined together makes a good leader, Banira. So this workshop is more of an activity-based workshop rather than just speeches. And the activities help, through each activity, the students learn a lesson of like, oh, okay, this is why listening is important. Or, oh, okay, this is why communicating is important, Banira. So they take away the lessons of those different parts like that, workshop. So our workshop started Kathmandu. We went to multiple different colleges, about 5 different colleges, 5-6 colleges. त्यसपछि we traveled to Pokhara. Pokhara, amazing session. That was our first out of Kathmandu trip, and it was quite different. But I think through that trip, we had to, cater our workshop a little bit differently, make it more interactive, and then from Pokhara we went to Butol, but we went to Chitwan, but recently we just came back from a trip to Nepalganj bhanda alikiti para Kolpur, and then from there Surkhet. And so that's where we've gone so far, and the engagement in every different part that we go to is a bit different. Our target audience is not just women that want to participate in pageantry. It's actually men and women, because pageantry is a leadership platform. It teaches you how to be a leader, and we want to share that knowledge with young young kids around the world, around the country, you know? So that's our main motive. And we're not doing auditions. So a lot of people have this assumption that we're doing auditions on the road. That's not the goal, you know? The goal is to really raise awareness about leadership, how people can cater their own leader, and also promote a little bit of Miss Universe Nepal. What is it? There's a big misconception of pageantry across Nepal. And we're trying to break that misconception. We're trying to show, like you asked earlier, what is it really? Pageantry. It's not just a beauty contest. I know there's so much more, and so we're really trying to showcase that through the workshops. And it's been a great run. First year doing it, and lots of lessons learned. But definitely, I think it's been fun for both us and for the participants as well. And so, as we continue, hope to gain more engagement and visibility.
We still have a few more to do in Kathmandu. Next week अनि यो चाहिँ हामी पुरा registration period मै सकाउन खोजिरहेछौँ. Registration is still 30th of June. So it's nice to see a lot of young people attending our workshop. So when I was growing up, Sanjay, I would do a lot of training classes on Majante. I would just dive into it. But all those training classes were given by international INGOs or international companies. I know. So I would pay a hefty amount to just go and learn personality development, public speaking ko barema. And I saw that Nepalमा नेपालीहरूले नै चाहिँ वर्कसपहरू खासै गरेको छैन भनेर. So for us as well, we just wanted to, kickstart this workshop. This is the first year we're doing it out of Kathmandu. So far the response has been good. It will be better in the coming years. That's what we hope for. But it's just so nice to see a lot of young people, men and women both, coming to our workshop.
It's more exciting to see the men coming to the workshop because, of course, like workshop garasa Miss Universe Nepal, a lot of men are hesitant, I know, but surprisingly, we've had a lot of young men show up, and they're the ones that are even more engaged. Yeah, they're
what
so
kind of
curious.
questions do they have?
So questions on that, but they're so engaged throughout I think their perception of pageant, because we do interviews as well, to gauge like how did they feel, also to get feedback. And a lot of the men, what they say is like, I didn't realize that pageantry had all this too, because when you see pageantry, you see it as a TV show, and you just think of like this stage, one show, one day, 3 hours, then you have your next Miss Nepal, that's all they know, but everything that goes on behind making a queen, making a pageant, making a platform, I think they're seeing through these workshops. And the men are so enlightened by this. And they're just like, I think they're also, one person actually told me, he was like, I can see myself actually like working for an organization like this. And I was like, yeah, it's not just for women. Like you can actually work for a pageant. I know there's so many roles that you can play.
I'll add to this. I know doing so many Miss Nepal events. I know in the past X amount of years. I know the things that when Rashnadi was here, I you remember that, right? I thanked her for all the advices and all the things that she's taught me. And what the pageant had taught me as being a MC.
Exactly.
होइन त्यो कति सिकाउँछ होइन त्यो मैले एक्सप्रेसै गर्न सक्दिनँ कि किनभने त्यो मोमेन्ट टु मोमेन्ट सिक्न पाउँछ कि हुन्छ नि त्यो एउटा कुरा. Nagma, I wanted to talk to you about anybody with ill intention. होइन कसैले pageant चलाउने सोचिरहेछ अथवा pageant चलाएको छ होइन त्यस्तो मान्छेलाई के भन्छौ?
Don't do it with ill intention. Do it only if you are passionate about pageantry. Don't just take it as some business, some XYZ business of yours. If you really are passionate about it, then go for it. Don't just make it as a toy for you, okay? It's because you'll be dealing with a lot of people, not just the contestants, the whole team members as well. So you got to be a bit more professional in this. That's what I would say.
And anybody who is joining, अघि न दुवैजनाले भन्यो अनुसार they're very young, very young when you're being a part of a pageant. Of course you talk to your parents, you talk to your friends, some might haven't talked to their friends or their parents, होइन. What do you like to go ahead and say to them? Not just from Miss Universe Nepal, है, होइन. त्यो pageantको त त्यो हातमा गर्ने हो नि पुग्दैन होला नेपालमा, होइन. कति छन् pageantहरू, होइन. त्यो यङ व्यक्तिले जसले चाहिँ म ब्युटी पेजेन्टमा जान सोचिरहेको छु भने होइन, उसलाई तिमीले के भन्छौ? हुन्छ नि, what would you like to go ahead and say to them? हुन्छ नि, what are the things that they need to remember? हुन्छ नि, यो कुरा चाहिँ याद राख्नुपर्छ है, होइन. थाहा नै हुँदैन भोलि जे पनि हुनसक्छ, होइन. सो तिमीले के भन्छौ पहिला? And then I'll come to you.
To the parents or
no, to the
potential
people who want to participate in beauty pageants, men or women.
I think I would tell them to start with a research first, because obviously there are so many competitions that happens in Nepal, outside of Nepal as well, especially major competitions. You get an opportunity to represent your country. So first thing is research. Research about all the competitions that happens outside of Nepal as well. Local competition, research about it. Where is it gonna take you after that? Or what does that pageant signify? For example, international ko barema kura garnu parदाखेरि Miss Universe is so much different than Miss World, होइन. Some people, some girls, they can relate more to Miss World होला. Some can relate more to Miss Universe. Some can relate more to being an international or Earth, होइन. So that really gives you a clear idea about where you want to go. Because अहिले पनि people come and ask me, Didi, where should I go? Miss Universe ma aum ki Miss Nepal ma jaum भनेर. Where do you see yourself? Do you see as a Miss Universe ko competition ma? So do a research. Miss World ko jastै अथवा Miss Earth ko jastै, international, supranational, grand international भन्ने पनि नयाँ competition. त्यसमा चाहिँ you have to be really loud and everything. So if that's your personality, go for that. होइन. First thing is research. And त्यसपछि don't expect to come to a competition without any preparation, with hopes to learn everything in just 3 months or 1 month. If you want to compete in a competition like Miss Universe Nepal or Miss World or Miss Earth or any other local competition as well, you need to prepare. I didn't just jump into, let's say 2012 Miss Nepal ma. I prepared myself for so many years. I did my research. I prepared myself to actually speak. Never, shy person, but I prepared myself to speak. So always prepare. Next thing is, always come prepared mentally as well. Mentally say, you have to know that it's a competition. There's going to be a lot of challenges, a lot of pressure as well, a lot of अहिलेको जमानामा त झन् it's social media is so prominent, like सबै कुरा social media मा जान्छ, and there's going to be a lot of good messages, there's going to be a lot of bad messages as well. So you need to really, really, really be prepared that this is going to happen भनेर. People are, मैले अघि भने नि, surprises आउँदाखेरि नै people are stressed out. Anxiety huncha. So if you're mentally prepared that there's going to be pressure, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be a lot of bullshit that will go around in social media, good things as well. So त्यो भयो भने चाहिँ you can actually handle it. Mentally say you really need to be strong. And in competitions say हाम्रो competition मा say no weight criteria भनेर छ, but I always prioritize fitness. Weight criteria नभए तापनि you got to be fit. So if you're competing for competitions like a Miss Universe, like a Miss Nepal, or like any other competitions, try to look fit, presentable. Doesn't need to be, you can be any weight. You can be curvy, you can be anything. But fitness ma pani dhyan dinu. Why I'm saying this is, it's not just for the stage. Because, when you are fit, you feel fit. Physically, mentally. We both start our day by exercising. It really, energizes us for the whole day. So I would tell them to exercise. Physical exercise, mentally you got to be prepared. And another thing is, try to surround yourself with people who will motivate you and support you. Try to throw out the negativity out from your life. होइन. I think these are maybe the kickstarters for competitions. Besides that, there are many things that goes along the way, होइन. अनि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ people always ask me, so the organization take care of everything भनेर सोध्छ कि, like हुन्छ नि कस्टको कुरा धेरै नै आउँछ यसमा चाहिँ. So another heads up is, yes, we do take care of majority of the things, but that is for the closed camp especially, and for when the winner is selected, and then त्यसपछिको grooming say we take care of it. But before that, say there will be some sort of expenses. Don't expect that it's gonna be all free भनेर. But having said that, you don't have to spend your money. You can find sponsors. You can use the same outfit in a different way. You can buy only 1 or 2 shoes and use it for different outfits. So you got to be really smart in how you use it so that it's like properly expenses पनि managed by. So there are multiple things that you have to take care of. And the list is long, Sanjay. If I go on...
That's not a problem. I want to understand the most important part, that is the topic of highlight at the moment. Security ko hakle.
So you have to be really, that's why my research Sekina Maniko was, you have to be really mindful about what pageant you want to go to. You have to see who is doing the pageant, the background of the company. So please be very mindful. Katipaya cases, there are young participants as well. So have your family involved
Guardians
as well. There should be someone. My case, I started everything at the age of 16. My dad was against pageantry, against media. But regardless, I did it because I had the support of my mom. So I literally hid everything from my dad, and I would just go to him to ask him money for my registration forms. That's how I started it. But I always had my mom and my brother who would oversee everything what I was doing. So try to have that support system in your life. That's what you research about the organization. Ani security ko case ma chai hamro competition ma chai we always do proper understanding wala written contract ne with the contestants, which is also seen by the guardian as well. So त्यही एउटा चाहिँ मेन्टेन गर्छौँ. So त्यस्तो proper format भएको competitionsहरूमा जाँदा चाहिँ it's better. That's what I would say.
Anything you'd like to go ahead and add to all the young people who want to be a part of beauty competition?
Yeah, I mean, she listed out most of the basic things. I know there's so much more, but I think beauty pageants are a competition, I know. Just like going for a basketball tournament, just like going for a football tournament, it's a competition. And I want to emphasize the point that practice is so important. So once you research, you know exactly what you need to practice, I know. And you cannot just show up and just expect to place in the top 10 because the practice dekhincha. You cannot just walk up and be a perfect walker. You can't be a perfect speaker. You can't have perfect presentation unless you practice. And so I would really emphasize the point of once you know which pageant you want to go to, practice those things, what they're looking for, Banira. And the winner's not the one that has the best outfits and the best makeup and the best hair and the prettiest and the tallest and all that. It's the one who's the most polished, because the polished hunuma नै shows your passion for and that want for that title. And so I think it's so important when a lot of girls complain about I didn't make it to the top 10 or I didn't win or I didn't make it to the top 15 भन्दाखेरि त्यो देखिन्छ क्या छुट्टिन्छ. When you go back and look at the competition, you can see who really wanted it because they're so polished. So that practice is so important. And the other thing about security is physical security matre, but social media ma there's a lot of threat. So another thing is pageantry, this the platform ma aunako lagi, you need to understand you're exposing yourself publicly. So your social media accounts are going to be public. Your information is going to be made public. Your life is going to be made public for a while. So you need to understand that with that comes a lot of threat. A lot of people will know about your life, your family, where you're from, what you do, what you like, what you don't like, what is your Instagram account. You're going to get messages from everywhere and everyone. So that building that thick skin is important, and also reporting and learning the process of when something is becoming harmful and when something is just negative. I think you need to start preparing yourself mentally for that too, to protect yourself and protect the competition and protect people around you in your family and life as well. So that's very important.
You just have to be, after saying all of this, I know they might be overwhelmed, but these are really important facts that just come with a positive mindset. It's a competition. I'm going to give my best and I'm going to get the best one attitude. And manifestation really works as well. So manifest only good things and good things will come to you as well. And अर्को एउटा चाहिँ point चाहिँ sportsmanship attitude चाहिँ राख्नु competition मा हुँदाखेरि, because there's a lot of हुन्छ नि competition को vibe भइरहेको हुन्छ, तर sportsmanship attitude is so important. Just be happy for yourself, for your competitors, everyone. Yeah.
Attitude of gratitude.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that. What's the slogan that you guys have?
Brave, bold, and beautiful.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming. And
I have a gift for you, actually.
What a buff, Ray! I like that. Hold on. When is the date of the main event?
Main event is 19th of August.
Oh, गरिसक्यो सबै?
Announce गरिसक्यो.
Announce गरिसक्यो. All right, cool. 19th of August.
19th of August.
On Image channel, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope I brought the gift. Got the gift,
Yes.
We're excited, man. We like gifts.
No way. I think I didn't get it.
We're excited. He's laughing his ass off. No, we're not.
No, because I forgot. I told you I forgot to get one bag, Banera.
All right, let's tell everybody what we got.
Nothing.
No, you have it, but it's not here anymore.
No worries.
Let me just dig into it. I'm gonna get it delivered to you if it's not here.
Photo देखाइदिने के गिफ्ट
त्यसमा photo नै छैन. It's actually that one. Just a small token भनेर. That's the card holder.
Oh, nice.
So
okay. Yeah, this is what we're gonna get.
Yeah, but it's written Brave, Bold, Beautiful, Tula Mage. So that's the
Tulama.
version
This is
you'll
what
be
you're gonna
getting.
get.
Yeah.
All right. You want one too? Yeah. Okay. He wants one too.
You better stick it on your phone, eh?
No, he's gonna stick it. Right, he's
It's
gonna
really
stick it.
handy. I carry my cards and everything. So yeah.
Nice. We're gonna cost card. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Whose card is?
Ambassador.
I still have it there.
All right. Thank you very much for coming, guys. Anything you guys want to anything you guys want to go ahead and see right at the end, feel free. Go for it.
Just Miss Universe competition 2022 is going on at the moment. It's registration right now. So registration is open till 30th of June. Asharko 16 gadesama. After that, we have a quarterfinalist announcement, semi-finalist announcement.
Nice.
This Vachi is the grand finals. There's a 10-day long close camp, and grand finals is on the 19th of August. So please watch it. And one more thing that we forgot to mention is, so we've been emphasizing there's only one show, one event, Manira. So that's why we created episodes of Miss Universe Nepal. So the episode is called Road to Miss Universe Nepal 2022, and our host is Sujita Basnet.
Nice.
So you'll get to see the overall journey of how a competition like Miss Universe Nepal is done, how the final, how the winner is selected. So the overall journey.
You guys are already doing the documentary, man.
Yes.
Where is it? Is it up on YouTube?
YouTube, yes.
आइसक्यो
duita episodes.
But pull it out.
Miss Universe Nepal official YouTube page.
YouTube मा just go there and pull it out. कता गर्छ यो दुईटामा चाहिँ?
यो यसमा र टेलिभिजनमा पनि इमेजमा जान्छ, इमेज च्यानल.
Nice.
Saturdays at 9:30 p.m.
Saturdays at
Yes.
9:30 p.m. and then on the YouTube page of Miss Universe Nepal. We're getting slow, buddy. We're getting slow on this, man. You're the fastest fingers of of Kathmandu. Almost. What happened?
Instagram चाहिँ भेटेँ मैले.
If I go to YouTube,
YouTube.
just open YouTube and then go to Miss Universe
Universe
Nepal. No, that's great. You're going to stay back, after Miss Universe 2022.
Yeah.
I will. You know, it's so crazy. Everyone I meet, before they even ask me, how are you? You know what they ask me?
What?
When are you going back?
Hey, what up?
It's so hilarious. Yes, I will be here, guys. I don't know Katisama, but I definitely plan on staying, and I am looking for opportunities of what next, Banira, because she always says it's easy to get the fame, but it's hard to maintain भनेर भन्छिन्छ हैन.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to figure out next के हो भनेर. Now I've graduated from pageantry. Now
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Yes.
17 I graduated.
यो कहिलेको यो
No,
यो
this is
2020 okay
Oh, this is all the backstage.
यो चाहिँ रिसेन्ट भिडियो
not this.
Eh, no. Recent मा नजानु. Road to Miss Universe
go to
Nepal
playlist मा
भनेर.
जाऊ त
यो छुट्टो भिडियोज आइरहेको छ.
you're no longer the fastest fingers of
Road to
government.
Miss Universe Nepal.
There you go. Okay, you're the fastest fingers. Back again.
यो चाहिँ हाम्रो प्रोग्राम आइडी हो.
अलिकति अगाडि जाऊ त
Yeah.
we can show अलिकति
सुजिताको अलिकति बिगिनिङ अब यसपछि आउँछ. आवाज चाहिँ आउँदैन हो यसमा.
आवाज चाहिँ हामी राख्दैनौँ किनभने
Okay,
हजुरले
I get it.
हामीलाई
I get it.
अलिकति अगाडि जाऊ
Okay,
त।
this is good. अलिकति पछाडि नै तर yeah. That's introducing.
So
कौन है
Indira
ये?
Joshi called.
Oh,
Hold on.
pick it up.
Hi Indira, how are you? Congratulations.
No, you're not doing it.
हामी on air छौँ है, we are live on air है, by the way, just letting you know है, मैले फोन उठाइदिएँ कि
Tell who you are.
म सञ्जय है इन्दिरा।
Everybody knows.
Indira Di, I'm congratulations. I'm gonna call you back. Or do you want to discuss ID?
No, we want
Carry on.
No.
Be kind to her. Be nice to her.
Oh, love you, Indira Di.
I definitely will try my best. Many congratulations. And anything you want to say to everybody who are listening right now?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Nagma. She's like a one-woman band. She's a Miss Universe Nepal organized already. So she's very talented. Always support her on her challenges.
Oh.
All right, thank
So
you very
cute.
much.
Thank you,
and,
Indira Di.
And
Love you.
one more time, congratulations. Please pass my big hello to
Benaju.
Benaju himself.
Yes.
Timly Benaju भन्छ, hello, bro.
So thank you guys.
I'll call you back, Didi.
She's gonna call you back.
No, bye.
All right.
so
This is really beautiful. Road trip हुन्छ first मै?
no, second
मा
episode.
छ.
Open the second episode. म road trip हेर्नु भन्छ मलाई. म road trip, हामी पनि road trip plan गर्दै. This is episode 1. Go to episode 2, buddy.
Episode 2,
Oh,
yes.
nice.
Yes, that's road tripping. Oh, that's a plane tripping.
Yeti?
Yeah, plane tripping.
Yeti. Thank you, Yeti.
Nice. कता गइरह्यो?
Pokhara.
Pokhara.
That's us. Pokhara.
कता चाहिँ
यसपछि बुटवलको छ त्यसपछि यसमै छ.
Especially Butolko drones shots.
Nice, man. You should do TV, do a series. You want to do series? Do series, do TV, man.
She
Yeah, you look
has
great.
plans. Oh my
Plans
god,
for bigger.
Sanjay. Yeah.
Dude, you look great. Definitely do it. Go for it. Do
Yes.
TV. Do movies maybe down the road. you
Oh
know?
gosh, I don't know how to act.
Hosting say yes, she is amazing.
Yeah.
Cannot act. I cannot act.
Sure.
You
Yeah,
can.
See, there's
Yes, I will act.
Yes.
a very good friend of mine, a very good friend of ours told me,
Affirmations.
never say never. You
That's
never
true.
know.
You never
Gone.
know.
Who?
कौन है वो?
जिसने मुझे नहीं बताया.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. And best of luck, ladies.
Thank you,
Thank
Sanjay.
you.
It's 19th of August 2022.
2022.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. And come back again.
Yes.
Thank you for having
Thank
us,
you.
Sanjay. It's amazing what you're doing, and just spread positivity and everything.
Just be you. You're
Just
so
be you.
amazing.
We'll try our best and I'll give the kisser to everybody.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications.
This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios.